Okay, let's get into a few common uses of essential oils for dogs and cats. So first off, let's start with anxiety. This is one of the most common conditions I see with patients. Essential oils can be very helpful for recentering and balancing these anxious pets. And guess what? Nice side effect is that you get the benefits too if you're feeling anxious. So studies have actually shown that putting a drop of lavender essential oil on a bandana for your dog's car ride, so around like their neck, can actually lead to less anxious behaviors. So rather than them standing up and panting, they actually laid down more and they were more calm. Really cool to see that. And then there's so many essential oils that can be used for anxiety, but I wanted to highlight 3 that are powerhouses for anxiety. So along with other conditions, so you'll notice that they pop up as we go through the rest of the presentation. I know a lot of people here have blends with the companies they're with, whether doTERRA, Young Living, other companies that they can use that have some of these essential oils combined. And we're not going to cover those specifics. So that's not for this presentation. So, but we have something coming up for that. So stay tuned. The lavender, frankincense, and Roman chamomile are all very effective at helping to relax, calm down, and ground your pet. And you can diffuse this for your pets also by adding 2 to 3 drops of each of these to a diffuser without the carrier oil. So the recipe is on that slide for topical diffusion. So what we can do is apply 1 to 2 drops 2 to 4 times daily as follows. So for cats, small dogs, we're going to look at a teaspoon of carrier oil to 1 drop essential oil. So let's start with lavender. We're going to do 1 teaspoon to 1 drop lavender. And then we're going to increase that if we're having dogs over 20 pounds. And you can use that dilution guide that you've seen previously. Inflammation is present in every condition we treat. So our pets age and they develop inflammation through degenerative changes and other disease processes. We see osteoarthritis form, cancer may even develop. 60% of pets will develop cancer at some point in their life. So using these anti-inflammatory oils, they're a great tool in our toolbox that we can help our pets feel their best, especially as they age, and hopefully ward off any of these diseases like cancer from developing. Many pet parents, they want to avoid non-steroidals because of the side effects that can happen with liver and kidney issues. Once again, there are many essential oils, a lot more than what I have listed here that we can use for inflammation, but these are my go-tos when I want to treat inflammation. You'll also notice the picture of Tucker with his acupuncture needles in place. The beauty about essential oils is that we can use them alongside other herbal medicine options, acupuncture treatments, massage, and other holistic modalities for the best benefits for our pets. So these essential oils can replace those conventional drugs or even lower the dosage needed. And we can use those treatments like acupuncture to really help that body heal itself. So I'm going to butcher some of these names, so bear with me. You have them listed on your slide. So copaiba is one of my favorite essential oils. I may not know how to pronunciate it. That's okay. It barely has a scent or a flavor, and it is so well tolerated by pets. We can use this alongside non-steroidals if needed, and then we can wean them off of conventional drugs. This happens over and over again with patients when we add this essential oil in. And we can use this oil in so many other conditions, from arthritis, skin conditions, GI disorders like diarrhea, cystitis. If you have a cat peeing outside the litter box, listen up. This oil needs to be included in what you're using for them, and pretty much any disease with inflammation. So this is also an incredible oil that magnifies the other oils we use it with. Helichrysum is another powerhouse essential oil that can be used for pretty much any condition, and it's really safe. And if you do not have this oil, you need to make sure you get some today to have in your toolbox. When we combine it with copaiba and myrrh, it creates a synergistic effect for treating pain and inflammation. So this essential oil can also be used for liver conditions, vaccine detoxification. So if your pets had vaccines, we can use this. We can use this if your pet has hepatitis or elevated liver values, and many other conditions. And finally, myrrh also has many uses in animals, ranging from pain, infections, cancer, skin conditions. What it also does is it supports the endocrine system and hormonal conditions. So it can help with thyroid problems and also diabetes. This is a pain recipe that I use all the time, and we use this for Finn. And so definitely take a picture of this because this is a powerhouse pain recipe. So what you would do is add 1 drop helichrysum, 1 drop myrrh, 1 drop copaiba, into 10 drops carrier oil in a gel capsule. This is for your bigger dogs. So dogs that are over 50 pounds, you're gonna give this orally and you can dose 2 to 3 times per day. Now, I typically use this for more severe pain situations. So like if there's been a surgery, like a knee surgery, if they've torn their cruciate ligament, they've had a TPL, there's been injury or trauma, they've been hit by a car, we have a lot of inflammation, this is a great go-to recipe. Now, if you have a pet that's smaller than this, then I recommend using it topically. So if we have a sore knee, you can use this recipe using your dilution chart and you can apply it topically. So there's all sorts of ways that we can use these essential oils based on the size of the pets and what's going to be the safest and most effective for them. And last but not least, those dang allergies. Wow, this is so common in our pets, especially dogs. Who here has an itchy dog? So whether we're treating ear infections or skin infections or itchiness, I will hands down say that we need to be looking at diet. Nutrition is the foundation for health. So we need to be looking at what diet are these pets on when we have allergies happening. If we're feeding an inappropriate diet, those allergies, they're not going to go away, unfortunately. Even with the best essential oils, even with the best herbal medicine, they will not go away. So essential oils can help with those symptoms. They'll help with the inflammation. They have great antibacterial and antifungal effects, but the root cause of disease is still there. So if you have a pet with skin infections, they're itchy, they're scratching, they're chewing their feet, they've got red feet or recurring ear infections, you need to make sure you're looking into why it's occurring and we're not just treating the symptoms, because I guarantee you, you're going to keep having to go back to the vet clinic because it's so frustrating and it's so expensive when that happens. When I have an allergy patient, the way I look at them comes from a Chinese medicine perspective. Are we dealing with a leaky gut issue that has led to severe inflammation? How do we calm down the histamine response that's occurring in the body while treating that root cause to keep it from coming back? Some pets will continue to have issues. Some pets have really weak immune systems and we're dealing with a lot. But the goal for those pets especially is to make those flare-ups less severe and less frequent. So that pet has a better quality of life. Topical treatment, it's essential for allergies. We need to be looking at topical. We want to use essential oils that are anti-inflammatory, have antihistamine effects, antibacterial, antifungal. We're usually dealing with all of these at one time. And also helping that pet feel calm, because being really itchy, I don't know if anyone here has ever had itchy eyes, like who's ever had allergies also alongside their pet. It's really stressful. And there's an emotional component that actually increases inflammation in the body if we're not treating it. Cortisol is released and it is stimulating that inflammatory cascade. So we need to look at the full pet body, health, mind, wellness when we're treating allergies. Frankincense, hands down, my go-to grounding oil. It helps support the immune system. It calms the pet. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. Lavender is another powerhouse. So this helps with skin infections, inflammation. It's also treating that emotional component of allergies. Copaiba is our strong anti-inflammatory oil that also boosts the strength and abilities of the other oils that it's used alongside. Basil, it has antihistamine properties. If you do not have this essential oil, guess what? We can use food as therapy too. This is something that I use all the time with patients is what are the herbs? What are the foods that we can use as medicine alongside these essential oils? If your pet has seizures, we do need to be careful with this oil. There are certain oils that can reduce seizure threshold. So that is something to be aware of. Roman chamomile, this helps with detox and it has antihistamine properties. Blue tansy is another one that has anti-allergy properties. You may find that some of the blends that you're using from your companies have these oils in them for these very reasons. There always are definite multifactorial issues involved with allergies, and we need to look at this with a multifactorial approach to treating allergies. Diet, supplements, herbal medicine, and topicals are needed to help heal the body. Okay, Healing Skin Spray Recipe. This is one of the many things that I use for pets, and you can try it. And the nice thing is it's safe. So that's the beauty of all of these things that I'm giving to you today. They're safe for you to use for your pet when you're using therapeutic grade organic essential oils. So you can use witch hazel extract. This is going to help dry out if you have really moist, irritated skin. It helps with inflammation. Brewed green tea. There are studies that show it is more effective than Zyrtec over the long term. So green tea has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antihistamine effects. So we can use this with witch hazel, and then we can add in our essential oils. And we are combining like powerhouses here. So ideally, you can put in lavender essential oil, using a couple drops of each, adding in that basil and the blue tansy, and now you have a spray. So you're using that glass bottle, that glass spray bottle, and you can spray this on the affected skin. After that spray has dried, then you can apply a diluted coconut oil mixture of the frankincense, copaiba, and Roman chamomile to sit there and help heal that skin, help reduce inflammation. I do also recommend for your allergy pets, they're itchy, they have chronic allergies, skin issues, add a cup of green tea to their food too. So that's for a large size dog. For your smaller dogs, you're gonna half that, remove the tea bag. If you're worried about caffeine, you have a super like high energy dog, you should be okay, but what you can do is just cold brew it and it's actually gonna remove a lot of that caffeine. So pop a tea bag in a cup of water, put it in the fridge overnight, pull the tea bag out, and you can just pour that water into their food. But remember, we need to be looking at whole body. What diet are they on? What are other things that we can do for us to truly heal those allergies rather than just treating symptoms? Remember, we can control a lot of our pets' health, and this is one important step. Using essential oils, integrating them into our treatment plans and our holistic wellness plan, where we are optimizing health and wellness. The more we know, the more we educate, the more we can do to help our pets live a vibrant and energetic long life. So make sure, if you're not already doing so, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and check out our YouTube channel where we have tons of free videos for you to help guide you. So The Natural Pet Doctor. A lot of you have already opted into our weekly newsletter for free tips to help your pets thrive. If you're not a part of that, make sure you send a message. We'll get you hooked up with that. Make sure you take advantage of our special so you can get those special bonuses to really dive deep into the things that we can start implementing right away to hopefully avoid disease later on for our pets. Guess what? It's cheaper and it's less stressful. I can tell you personally, especially going through that journey with Finn. And check out our website. So thenaturalpetdoctor.com. We offer phone consultations if you're not in the Northern Colorado area. If you're in Northern Colorado, we come to you so we can do acupuncture. We can create wellness plans for you. So definitely check that out.